Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Piro. Today we're going to do a skeleton cat in the tradition of the Day of the Dead celebrations from the Mexican region. And we're doing a cute little cat. I took these photos of some artwork that I did with students in my classroom a few years ago. And I just took a picture on my phone and printed it out on my computer so that you could see kind of where we're going with this project. So it's just a cute little kind of cartoon cat look. And then we're gonna add some festive, beautiful flowers around the outside edges. Okay, so we're going to need some things that we can draw with, and black and white are the two main colors for the cat. Might use the black to draw the whiskers, might use the white to draw the cat. If you have anything like this might make an even brighter white mark. I think I'm gonna try out my chalk marker today and see if I can brighten up the white a little bit that way. Also, if you have paint, you could use paint. But if you do not have paint, a white crayon will do, okay? Or even a white colored pencil, but that would take a little bit extra work with filling in the bigger spaces. So something black and something white. We're gonna need some colored things for the flowers a little bit later. So I'm gonna move these off to the side. We'll use a glue stick to glue our cat onto a brighter piece of background paper. I'm gonna need a piece that I can glue my cat to. Okay, so let's get started. When we look at this, we kind of go up, we do a little bit of a rainbow line and down. We need to save some space at the top here for the cat's head. So I want to kind of think about where I'm gonna start my picture. I always start in the top left, go to the center and come down. One hand's width might be enough for my cat's head, but I want to save just a little bit more. So I'm going to come just a little below that. And I'm going to put a little white dot here. That's my target area for where the cat's shoulders are going to be. Let's try out this white chalk pen. See if I can get a nice line here. So I'm going to start the shoulders like this. We're going to do a little rainbow line for the top of the cat's shoulders. And then we're going to draw straight down. It could be a little bit wavy. It doesn't have to be completely straight, I guess, for a cat. And this is gonna be our body shape. For the cat's head, we're gonna make a kind of a large U shape. Okay, and then we're going to add a triangle for the ear on each end. And then we're gonna think about the closing in the middle part here with a slightly curved line. So it doesn't need to be straight. We wanna make it kind of go up and down just a little bit for the cat's head. All right, and then the last big thing that we're gonna draw is on the shapes is a tail. So you can do your tail on the right or on the left. Just pick a side, make a wavy line, do a little rainbow line at the end, and then follow that line down. So you want to stay just a little bit over from the first line that you did. We need some space here. And we're going to go all the way back to the body. So there's our cat tail. Okay, now let's think about how to make a basic kind of cartoon skeleton look on our cat. In the Day of the Dead, often people will dress up like a skeleton, and so we're gonna make our cat look like that. And one of the things that they do is to paint their faces white. And so we're gonna draw our eyes. Let's do two little rainbow lines. And then underneath, like a smile line. It's almost a little football shape. And then right here, we're gonna do the nose. So we're going to draw a V shape. And now it looks like a bird, so we need to close that in. And we need to give him a smile. Now his smile is actually going to stay black. So the nose and the lip, the mouth are gonna stay black. So I'm actually going to use my black crayon to just indicate that this area will be black in a few minutes. The rest of it, if you want to darken it in with your black crayon, you can, or if you just wanna leave it black from the paper, that's fine too. This just adds a little depth to the black on your picture. Makes it a little bit brighter. We will wait and add the whiskers after we color the face in. Okay, now I'm going to draw a shape around this face, under the lip, under the smile line of the cat, up and around the eyes, and so on. Okay, and then we have to color this in. So I'm gonna outline, go around this mouth area and fill it in. So you can fill it in with your white crayon or your white colored pencil or your white oil crayon, or if you have a chalk marker like I'm using, that works too. Okay, I have done this picture with white crayon and it has come out very nicely. So if you're using a white crayon, don't feel bad about that. That's gonna be really cool. All right, I need to give this a little bit of drying time, and then I'm gonna go back on top of it later and I'm gonna add the whiskers. But right now we're just gonna let it dry. Slightly wet area here. All right, at this point we want to add all the little cute bones on our cat. So we're gonna do a bone down the middle that represents the cat's backbone, his spine. And so that one almost, we're gonna do a couple of short lines across here, like his breastbone, and then we're gonna make a straight line down the middle. If you're using a crayon, you wanna go back and forth on this and make the white really intense. And then we're gonna do almost like a zipper. We're gonna do some lines this way. It just adds a cool look to your skeleton. Okay, and then on the sides here, we're gonna do a little foot at the bottom. So we wanna make sure that we have space for that. So I'm gonna do the foot first. So I wanna leave at least a finger, maybe 2 fingers of space here. And I'm gonna start my foot there. And we'll start with a little sideways oval. And I'm gonna put 4 dots. And then 4 little claw lines. Now, in reality, the claws might not be there on the skeleton, but we're doing an art project, and so we get to do what we want. Okay, now we're gonna make 3 bones up the side here. So I'm gonna try to do this in thirds. 1, 2, and this one's gonna be a little curved, 3. 1, 2, 3. Once I get those in, I'm going to go over them again and make them a little whiter because we want some contrast on our picture, so we want that white to stand out. If you're doing it with the crayon, just go over it a little bit. In fact, the crayon line shows, I'm thinking it looks like it shows almost the same as the chalk line. I'm noticing that there's really not a big difference. I thought there would be a bigger difference, but there isn't. So I'm just gonna go ahead and switch to white crayon so you can see what it looks like. All right, now here's a problem with the chalk line. I just touched my hand in there and then I touched on the black paper and I made a little boo-boo of mess on there. I wonder if I guess this part doesn't matter. Okay, so we are going to now finish our cat with some lines on his tail. So I was able to fit 4 in there. You fit however many works on your tail. Okay, and then I'm gonna go over this again, try to make it look a little thicker so it looks more like a bone. As long as I don't make it messy, it's fine. And that takes care of the white parts of her cat. Oh, one more thing. I'm gonna do some little white dots. And again, you can do this with a white crayon, white paint, anything that makes a white dot. Okay, last thing, on the face, we're going to back in, making little black marks and whiskers. Black dot, black line. Some cute little whiskers on that painted area. Okay, so that completes the drawing part of the cat. After you get it drawn, we're gonna cut it out. So take your scissors. I'm gonna stop talking and you can just watch me cut it out. Go ahead and pause the video. We're cutting right up against the line that we drew, but not cutting the white line off. I like that white line to stay on, and so I'm cutting just to the edge of the white line. Our next step is to glue our cat to a brightly colored piece of paper. So we're going to flip the cat over and put some glue on the back. I need to give this a little drying time, it looks like. But we're gonna go ahead and glue our cat onto the backing paper. And then once we have done that, then this one is glued on already. We're going to make some little flowers. And we're going to arrange our flowers onto the sides of our picture to decorate. So what I've done here is I've made some little flowers on scrap paper. And I'm going to do that with my colored pencils, my markers, or my crayons. And then I'm cutting these out. It doesn't matter what you use, but just go ahead and make a real simple flower. Just do a little circle, maybe some little heart-shaped petals like this. We just want to make it look festive and bright. I like to leave it kind of fluffy looking. I'm going to add a little extra maybe a yellow crayon to finish the middle. You can do these flowers with any materials. I've got beautiful crayons to make flowers with. Sometimes I like to use two colors on one flower. It looks really pretty. And then we're going to cut them out. And add them to our cat picture. Okay, so all we have to do now is put them on with the glue stick and our picture will be done. So anywhere you think needs a flower, we just scatter them around, or you can do them in little clusters. You can make more flowers if you want to. And I recommend that you do a little research with your family and look up the Day of the Dead. I know Disney has a great movie on this subject, and it's just a really fun watch. So I hope you enjoyed making the kitty cat with me today. If you like my video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Enjoy making art. Thanks. Bye.